Hey, what's up, guys? Hey, another kind of strange question for you. I don't know if you've ever done this or not, but you ever taken a look and see how your B team, the under 18 team, is doing? So, our under 18 team is actually playing very, very well. They've got 25 points out of 10 matches played, 8 wins, 1 draw, 1 loss, goal differential of plus 24. I'm guessing that means that we have a pretty good tactic. You notice here that Zion Sione, after playing in the last match for the senior team, ended up starting here for the under 18s. I'm not quite sure what happened with that. A little bit crazy, but we were able to win another one and able to just barely make it happen. So if we go look at that team here, and let's see here, go over to fixtures, you can see, so once again, I filled them up with a whole bunch of friendlies, and they played pretty well in the most majority of those. I don't know if these are actually against like the first team or against the under 18 team or what exactly was going on, but they had quite a few wins in those friendlies and playing well afterwards in their actual season. We can see here too that last season they played fairly well in most of their matches. They won that league actually quite easily. I'm trying to look here to see if there's a way to see sort of what the history has been in their competitions, but I can't really seem to find much of that. So it doesn't really matter one way or another. I can probably go look at it here and check out the under 18s league. There we go, and see what the history has been as a past winners. Last year was PanSa under 18s that won that. So not too bad. Not doing too poorly, if I do say so myself. And unfortunately, there's no way that we can see the standings for last year. That's sort of the thing that I kind of wanted to check out. Oh, here we go. We can go over here and go back to 2022, and you can see, yeah, they won 49 points, 15 won, 4 drawn, and 1 lost, with a goal differential of 44. This was a team that didn't have a full squad. So unlike the team this year, which is all filled out, the team last season was mostly grayed out players. We still won everything. So, I mean, I don't know. I don't think, again, that my tactic is really wonderful. I think that's just a sign that having actual players who are real players is better than having like nothing. So there you have it. But that's what we've done so far. That's what the under 18s look like. You can check this out, as always, in the development center. So Afa Levao is a player that we know because we've played him before. Reason why he's back here is because he wasn't training well and he had a number of really poor performances. Edward Loke also had a number of poor performances. That's why we have them back in the under 18s to see if they can make a little bit of improvement. Those two probably could be on the first team right now, but we have more than enough players on our first team squad. As you can see, we have a whole ton of players, so probably not going to push them up. And then we have a bunch of younger players who are kind of ones to watch who could move up. A lot of these guys are kind of flatlining. A lot of these players honestly have problems. Like when we look at this, yeah, big inconsistency, injury issues, right? Inconsistent personality issues, stuff like that. So, like, I mean, these guys are probably not necessarily going to be the future. Some of them, though, might. Nuciala, for example, might end up doing something for us. I don't know. We'll see what happens. Usually, if I were doing a real save with a non-amateur side, I would be looking at trying to find really good players to put in that role. And then if they're not quite good enough, you wait until they have some sort of value and then you sell them. But since it's an amateur team and since the finances are looking good, but they're not that good, we'll probably have to wait a little while and sort of see what happens. So that's kind of what's happening. It's worth it from time to time to check up on the under 18s and see what they're doing and see how many goals they're scoring and stuff like that. And if you're lucky, like we've been, you'll see some funny things like a 9-0 win, an 8-3 win, stuff like that. Even these friendly 6-3, 6-2, 5-0, 6-2. They even beat the senior team. They beat PanSa 2-1. That was right before the season started. I thought that we'd have an easy game to get the guys ready and rested for the new season, and we ended up losing to our under 18 squad. So there you have it. Always worth checking that out. And I will talk with you tomorrow. Bye-bye.